Bishop, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. Recently, Donald Trump set off a little bit of a brouhaha in the country here when he kind of said that many of the Mexican immigrants who come here to live in the United States are criminals and causing the crime rate to go up. That's not our view of immigrants in this diocese.
No, I think, again, his language is what the problem is. He said many. You might say some, a few, make a difference. In every group, there's always going to be some difficult people. There's criminal element. But to say most, as he did in some, I think that's where he really went over the top. Again, I think there's a misunderstanding of immigration in our country. We really don't understand it well. It's a labor migration for the most part. Criminal element is a small part of what happens in from any group, so that you can't judge the whole group by that. Could be something similar that the mafia was Italian, and so you judge all Italian immigrants. They were criminals. So again, it's unfortunate that we're going back to old stereotypes and not recognizing what the reality is.
Yeah, but it seems to have struck a chord with a lot of people because all of a sudden he's jumped up in the polls.
We are a country that is basically has amnesia. They all forgot about where they came from. They all came from someplace else. They all had immigrant forebears, and they forget about it. And any kind of rabble rousing like this strikes a chord. It's racism in some ways. It's discontent with their own situation, sometimes blaming other people. So it's unfortunate that this is the situation we're in. And I think, again, I want to blame the media a bit. I don't think they really show the situation as it is. They play this up like it was, it's like, but they don't show the reality of what immigration means to our country. This is a worldwide problem. When I was on the International Commission on Migration, UN inspired body, we went around the 5 continents. In every place we found the same problem, that the people who are involved in immigration and working with immigration say, the media just don't give the whole story. And this is a worldwide problem. Again, unfortunately, media is looking for the exception, for what's wrong. That's what they play up. They don't play up what's really right about different situations. So, and that's how people's minds are formed. What they see, what they hear. So it's
what is at the root of all of this migration? Because it seems to be happening all over the planet, like you say.
Some of it is people being forced to migrate for all of the problems, war-torn areas. And it's a labor migration from north to south, and now it's south to south. People are needed in different areas. Their work is needed. Sometimes there's no legal way for people to come. So they find a way to come because there's a job waiting for them. And that's what we have in our country today. Our system is not adequate to give us the labor, to fulfill our labor needs.
Yeah. We'll be coming up to a presidential campaign pretty soon. Do you expect the immigration to be a major issue?
I think this time it will be, it will not be ignored. Last time it was somewhat there. This time I think it's going to have a bigger play.
What would you like to see a candidate come forward and say in terms of immigration that we as a church would be comfortable with?
Well, I think recognizing that there is a labor need that's being fulfilled, that people who are here came without proper documentation, but that since they are here, since they are contributing, they should be given some status. Now, eventually, maybe they should be citizens. Can't be done immediately. You can postpone that, but to have an underclass in our country of 11, 12 million people to say that they can't ever vote would create really a duplex society, which is going to lead to trouble. So I think that's what I like to see, people facing the truth. But it's not easy because it has to be very carefully nuanced. There's the reaction, as we see with Trump coming up with a very high number of approval with with basically false statements, but they appeal to what people think. That's the problem.
Yeah. What do you see as some of the other issues that you think might be big in the campaign that's
coming? Well,
this
issue of income inequality is going to be there. In the workplace, people should be paid more, all of which is true. How we get there is the next problem. How do we tax the rich to help those who are less fortunate to achieve? The whole idea of income distribution is a complex one, and no society's ever figured it out yet. The communism was supposed to do that and didn't do it. And go through the list, all the socialist countries. It's not there. We have to struggle with it, and we have to look how everybody should have what they need. Now that's a difference, but saying, I want to make everybody the same, there's a big difference.
Yeah, interesting. All right, I'm sure we'll be talking more about it in the coming year. Thanks for being with us today.
Right.